Please help me to honor our Distinguished Rural Kentuckian for 2021, David Beck.
Well, Chris, thank you, and thank you to this organization. Very honored. And sitting there with my family and watching that video and the kind things that were being said by people that I respect and think a lot of is extremely humbling. Joe, I want to thank you too. You and all the staff that worked with my family and helped get everybody here, some from out of state, making sure everybody's together, and the level of hospitality is second to none. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me to receive this award. I'm very honored from an organization that I've been around and know the people, the leadership, and I highly respect. I'm thinking about this being your 75th anniversary, and that doesn't come lightly. There's not many organizations and things that stay around that long, but the stability and have you been organized and continue to operate. I remember back over the years having the opportunity to attend a few of your board meetings, discuss issues, and I couldn't help but think in 1977 was the first time I attended this annual meeting and had the great opportunity for my wife and I to attend this down through the years on many occasions, and to see the people you recognized, people that I had opportunity to work with, some, those to learn from, to read about, to learn from, and just think about, you just never see yourself being in this situation. So I'm very honored to be considered and to receive this recognition tonight. You know, as a young boy growing up at the end of the gravel road, you never know where life's going to take you, and I'm very blessed. I had a very loving mom and dad, and I was able to know my grandparents on both sides of my family until I was in college before they passed. And you'll learn a lot from people. And I guess I was smart enough to realize that early on. You can learn from a lot of people. And I tried to do that. I guess the best decision I ever made was choosing Nancy to be my bride, and she said yes. We dated through high school and college, and as soon as she finished her degree, we went ahead and got married that December. Got her on that tax deduction that year too. That was before the end of the year. But I think back of that, as I mentioned in the video, and I'll reference that again. I remember we talked, but I forgot that being in there. True leadership is being able to cause people to believe in themselves and not just yourself. And I guess I picked that up early on in life because as a young person, in fact, being the youngest person on the Farm Bureau team, on the state office staff, and got to meet them on a Goodwill tour when I was a state of the officer. And I had people that gave me opportunities. They trusted me. They gave me opportunity to see that I had the mettle to do it. And they allowed me to succeed, and they allowed me to fail. You know, sometimes you learn more from those failures than you do success. But I'm so thankful I had opportunity to work with people like Mr. John Kuhn, Mr. E.W. Kessler, Mr. Dale Scott, those people that preceded, but also getting to know people in this organization. Our two organizations work closely together. And to this day, I still reference this organization as well as the Farm Bureau as one that I think does it the right way and does it for the right reasons. So that continues to be something that I think is important. I'm so proud to have my family here tonight. If you allow me, I'll introduce them. My son, Matthew, his lovely wife, Caitlin, and their daughter, my granddaughter, Willa June, and they're with us tonight. Over here to my left is Allison. She and her husband reside in Jacksonville, Florida. He's finishing up his internship there at Mayo, and she and my other new granddaughter, she was born in August. She flew in Saturday to be with us, so she's getting an early start on Thanksgiving. Excuse me. And around the table we have my youngest daughter, Natalie, and her husband, and I tell you, Andrew, you gave me a good granddaughter, my first granddaughter, you and Natalie, and I'm so proud of her. And to have my family here together. In fact, Saturday evening was the first time we've had all three granddaughters on the same roof. And that was special to me, so I couldn't wait to get home from the rodeo Saturday night to be able to see some grandkids and be able to have breakfast Sunday morning with them and be able to spend some time. But family's special, and family extends beyond just blood family. It extends beyond the relationship, the people you work with, and I consider many in this room family. You know, I think about how things have changed over the years, and again, from a young man forward, for many, many years, I did have the opportunity, and I realized how fortunate I was to have that opportunity. Excuse me. As Senator McConnell, a man I highly respect, said this evening, you know, you have a front row seat to pretty much any major issue that affected Kentucky or rural Kentucky, both in Frankfort, in Washington, and on occasions, even local government, working with county farm bureaus on local issues, ordinances and things. So that in itself was an education, but allowed to watch leaders work and how you look at all the various governors, members of our congressional delegation, members of the constitutional officers. We have some here tonight, our good friend Dr. Quarles and others. Everyone has a different skill set, and I've watched various ones have success, and I've watched various ones have failures. And so, you know, it's not necessarily a cookie cutter how you become a leader or how you become successful. But I think some of the things you can learn is you learn from each other, and you keep your shoulder to the wheel. And you leave, a phrase we used back when I was at Farm Bureau, you lead where you stand. You analyze the situation, you determine what's right, and you use the assets and resources available to you to accomplish that goal. And sometimes you just don't give up. And some things you just don't compromise. But one of the basic things that I came across many years ago from a great mentor, he's deceased now, a man that I thought a lot of, my Sunday school teacher, he always said, and some of you that know me have heard me say this, always be friendly with people, always be fair with people, but be firm in your beliefs and your conviction. And that means a lot. It's pretty simple, but I found day in and day out that works. You know, we do things differently now. We did. This organization is celebrating your 75th anniversary. I think back, and I use this with our staff many times. We may do things different tomorrow than we did yesterday, but never forget, we still do it for the same reason. I think about that, whether it be in higher education, serving, teaching, leading people, serving what you do. You still do it for the same reason. You apply technology, you meet the new demands and expectations of the consumer, which are constantly changing, but you still do it for the same reason. And I think that can be an example for each and every one of us. Let me just say that this is a very meaningful experience for me, to be recognized and look through the list, to be able to know that this organization, I appreciate this organization. I understand not as much as probably you do on a daily basis, but I do have a great understanding of what you do and why you do it. And you have made a difference. Kentucky has so many assets, but being able to have what we have in Kentucky through the cooperative system not only provides electricity and makes our business and our homes and everything, our farmers function. It's an example. It's a true example that we can all learn from. So I hope all of us together can continue to keep that flame alive, keep those lights on, and continue to be the example for the next generation. I think a state like Kentucky, with limited resources, many times, as you've heard the senator say, we fight over weight, and we can get that done, but it's because of how we do it, and we stick together and work together. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for this recognition, and best wishes for continued success.